um, with just the guy who's hitting the middle of the order usually. What makes a good leadoff hitter for you? What is a good leadoff hitter?
Honestly, I've never thought about it. I just no, it's not the answer you want. Just let the manager do the lineup, and when I get up in the box, just try to have a good at bat and do my job. And if everyone does that, we'll be successful.
Maybe a better way for me to ask it is: do you get a lot of information before you're at bat by watching a leadoff hitter or talking with them just as that inning sets up?
Hopefully not. Hopefully they're on base. Sometimes you watch. I mean, I honestly, unless it's a brand new guy, but the scouting reports have gotten so much better over the last few years that you can get a little bit, but it's not that big a deal.
Jeff Jones, Belleville News Democrat.
All sort of what's the transition been like for you from 2 years ago? You're the new guy arriving here in camp, and you're trying to figure out how you fit, how you feel about a new surrounding. Fast forward 2 years later, there's a different new guy in camp who's coming to you for advice about what it is like to fit in around here and be in those new surroundings. What's that transition been like for you, and how helpful, I guess, do you think you can be to Nolan, given that you've kind of gone through what he went through on a parallel track a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I mean, definitely getting traded over and, kind of some similar situations. And, I think I told y'all it wasn't that big a transition. Just show up and play baseball. And, that's what Nolan is good at. And it's just kind of what I told him too. And it's an easy group to get along with, easy group to fit in with. And I'm sure everyone's welcoming him and just, preparing for spring training and for the season.
When we talked to Dylan a bit ago, he mentioned that you shared some mindset type like literature, some books with him maybe to read in the off season to help him kind of get his head where he needs to be. Is that something that you're, I know you like to share those books around the clubhouse, I guess. How much is that a part of what you want to do to make sure that your teammates are kind of all pointed in the right direction where you all need them to be?
Well, I think it's just, we're all trying to help each other out. And I had guys who, helped me out and are still helping me out. We're always picking each other's brains and trying to learn and get better. And, something Dylan asked if there's any good books, so I could definitely make some recommendations. But, I can ask him about things he's doing or has done or learned. And, I think that's just the culture here is it's not about, one player trying to do it on his own. It's about trying to make this team better and help each other out. And that's just one example. And I think the conversations that everyone has, whether it's on the field or off the field, books, anything else, it just kind of happens, and guys are trying to help the team and help their teammates.
Can you share what it was that you recommended for him?
I forget exactly what it was. Yeah, he would know more than I would.
Randy Carricker, ESPN Radio.
Hey, Goldie, you played with a really high-impact hitter in the lineup before when you guys got J.D. Martinez in Arizona. Can you explain to us what a difference that makes for you in the lineup when you have another guy like that join you?
I wouldn't say so much me. I just think it helps the team. Every good hitter you have is going to help the team. They're going to drive in runs. They're going to get on base. It lengthens the lineup, with somebody hitting in the middle. So, honestly, it doesn't make too much of a difference, for me as an individual or anyone else, but definitely, it's just going to make everyone better and definitely make the team better.
It's interesting because we always hear that sometimes guys are pitched differently when another guy like that joins the lineup. So that's not really necessarily the case?
I mean, it can happen, but it's not a given. I don't know what it's going to look like or anything like that. So I think, kind of like the first question about a leadoff hitter, my mindset's just to go have a good at bat. It's not really affected too much or the guys before or after me or anything like that. Just try to, go hit the ball hard and see what happens. And, we got all 9 guys doing that, then some good things can happen. But, the more, good at bats we have, the better players, then, it makes everyone's job easier. If there's guys on base, you don't have to hit a home run to score them. If you're getting on base, it makes the guy's job behind you easier. So it can snowball like that. But as far as, one player individually affecting another, yeah, I don't really know what the effect is. I'm not saying there isn't one. I'm not really sure about it.
Garrett Gold.
Paul, what was your view of young Matthew Liberatore when you're facing him in live BP today? You know, the series would seem like pretty good at bats against you guys.
Yeah, he threw well today. I don't think he gave up any hits. I think he might have walked Carp one time, but he threw well. You know, had a good fastball. Was working 3 pitches in there, slider and curveball, maybe a changeup. I didn't see it, but you know, he threw well. He was throwing a lot of strikes. You know, good stuff, and you know, good pitcher. He threw well.
How is this camp for you most noticeably different from past camps, given all the protocols in place? Is there something that stands out to you, whether it's the lack of fans or something that just has to have changed that you guys have to adapt to?
Yeah, I mean, there's some differences. I don't know. I mean, I think once you get on the field, you're just about preparing and finding a way to do that. Whatever, you know, is allowed, we'll do it within the rules, and you know, we'll make any adjustments that are necessary. So, honestly, after last year, this seems a lot more normal than the 60-game season and summer camp and everything like that.
Brendan Schaefer, KMO ETV.
Goldie, we've talked in the past about defense as a strength of this team. Just curious your thoughts on what adding a guy like Nolan to third base does for a group that already has been pretty strong in that area.
Yeah, I mean, we want to be a great defensive team, and there's a lot of different ways to win, and defense is one of them. Nolan's one of the best in the game, and he's definitely gonna help us and make some great plays. And you know, we all expect a lot out of ourselves. Nolan's no different, and we'll continue to do that individually and as a group as well.
Any more questions for Paul Goldschmidt?
One other quick thing. Schilt told us today that Flaherty is going to be the opening day starter. You've been around him both for that strength or that stretch where he was, you know, among the best pitchers, and then saw him kind of adjust to the schedule last year that you guys all had to adjust to. What are you seeing in Flaherty as he kind of, I guess, positions himself or establishes himself in this league?
I mean, he's a great pitcher, and you know, he's definitely earned it to start on opening day. I know he wants that. He wants to be as good as he can be, probably the best pitcher in the game. And I know he's going to continue to work hard and try to do that and give us a chance to win. I know all of our players will do that, and you know, he just is going to continue to compete out there. He does that as good as anyone, and we'll do it right behind him and as a group as well.
Randy Carricker?
Hey, Goldie, one more thing about the defense. Tommy Edman hasn't played a ton of second base. How important is it for you guys to get innings and reps together on the right side there?
We'll be fine. I mean, Tommy can play anywhere. It's, you know, we've all been doing this, so we'll play together some, but, you know, we'll figure it out.